Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, Mister. My name is Adinda Restudiardita. I'm from Class 2A, English Education Study Program. Here, I will make a video for completed my final exam assignment of the course speaking. Video, I want to present a material about tenses in grammar. So, let's check this out. I want to tell you what is the meaning of tenses. Tenses can be interpreted as a form of the verb that shows change in the time. So different times adverbs can affect the form of the verb used in a sentence structure. Tenses can also mean a change in the form of a verb in a sentence, which is caused by a change in the form of the time or the adverb of the time. Tenses have a very close relationship with timing of an event, and an event can take place in the past, in the present, and in the future. So, what can happen if you don't understand tenses? Of course, the conversation or sentence in English that you make will be difficult for others to understand, especially by native speakers. Of you who learning English for the first time, mastering tenses is absolute must. A person can be said cannot a person cannot be said to be good at speaking English if she or he doesn't understand the tenses correctly. Why we should learn tenses? Maybe this is a general question, and this question that is often asked by those who are learning English. Unlike Indonesia, there is no change in the verb when we talk about the past, present, or the future, but in English, there are tenses that we must pay attention to. Tenses are forms of verbs that vary according to the time of the action or work. This time, I will reveal some reasons why we have to learn tenses. The first reason why we must learn tenses, because the first reason is to know when the activity is taking place. Because basically, there are three general forms of tenses to express the three time: the past, the present, and the future. Right. By mastering the tenses, we can make sentences with proper grammar and make listener understand what we are talking about. The second one is learn tenses for smooth communication. As we know, English is a communication tool. If we communicate in English, we inevitably have to use grammar. Without using grammar correctly, the message we are talking about or writing will not be conveyed and will instead make someone confused. So we have to learn tenses in order to have good communication with others, and we can have a good communication skills. The last reason is for formal writing. Grammar is needed for academic or formal writing, such as scientific journals, research report, and the others. If talking to friends, they don't use the right tenses, it doesn't matter as long as they can understand. But if we have written an academic or formal writing, we have to use the right tenses. So we have to master the tenses skills or understand the tenses to be able to write formal writing. Tenses have 16 types. Before I mention the types of tenses, I will explain how to understand English tenses without having to memorize them. The things that we need to be done to make it easier for we to learn English tenses is to remember the sentence from the formula and some standard rules from English grammar. All the tenses in English are very easy to understand when we know when to use them. You don't have to memorize the formulas or rules for the different tenses if you can understand the different scenarios used. There are only three basic forms of tenses in English, as we know, like present, past, and future. Present tense is used for whatever is happening at the moment or for a general statement. And past tense is used for everything that happens before this moment is on time. And the last is future tense. It is used for anything that will happen at some point in the future. The three basic forms of English tenses have three variations, namely simple, continuous, and perfect. First is present tense, which consists of the simple present, present continuous, present perfect, and present perfect continuous. Past tense, which consists of the simple past, past continuous, past future, past perfect continuous, past future continuous, and past future perfect continuous. And the last is future tense, which consists of the simple future, future continuous, future perfect, and future perfect continuous. I want to explain and mention the types of 16 tenses. So here we go. Okay, like we can see in the screen, the first types of tenses is simple present tense. What is simple present tense? Simple present tense, it can use to show a fact, habits, and a general condition that occur at this time. The formula of simple present tense in positive sentence is subject, verb, plus complement. For example, he worked hard for this company. If we want to make a negative sentence, the formula is subject plus to be. The to be can am, are, is, do, or does, and we add not, and then plus complement. For example, he does not work hard for this company. For interrogative sentence, we add the to be in the first part of the sentence. The formula is do or does plus subject plus verb 1 plus complement. For example, does he work hard for this company? Okay, next is present continuous tense. Present continuous tense, it used to talk about an ongoing action. The most important of these tenses is the time duration for the verb. Present continuous tense have a formula. The formula for the positive sentence is subject plus to be. The to be is am, are, and is, plus verb ing plus complement. For example, from positive sentence is we are studying English. If you want to make a negative sentence, we just add not after to be. For example, we are not studying English. Next is present perfect tense. It is used to show an action or event has been completed and emphasize the result. The formula for the positive sentence of present perfect tense is subject plus has or have plus verb 3 plus complement. For example, I have finished my homework. If we want to make a negative sentence, we just add not after to be has or have. And for interrogative sentence, we add to be in the first part of the sentence. Next is present perfect continuous tense. It is used to denote an action that began in the past and continues to the present. Usually, actions that use this tense have a fixed duration of time and have relevance to the current condition. The formula of present perfect continuous tense is subject plus has or have plus been plus verb ing plus complement. For example, she has been speaking for the last 3 hours. Like we can see in the screen, if we want to make negative sentence, we must add not after to be, has or have, and before been. For example, She has not been speaking for the last 3 hours. And for interrogative sentence, like always we can make it. The to be is always the first part in the sentence. Simple past tense. Simple past tense, it is used to show an event in the past. For the positive sentence, it has the formula. The formula is subject plus verb to plus complement, or we can use subject plus was or were plus complement. For example, I work hard for that company. Next is past continuous tense. Past continuous tense is used to show an event that is happening in the past. Usually, there are two events occurring in the past, and the interpreted event which uses the tenses. For the positive sentence, it has a formula. Formula is subject plus was or were plus verb in plus complement. For example, I was studying English when he called. Next is past perfect tense. It is used to show events that occurred before a certain time in the past and emphasize the outcome rather than the duration of the event, usually used to indicate which event occurs first between two named events. For example, for positive sentence, the formula is subject plus had plus verb 3 plus complement. Like we can see, the example is I had finished my homework before I met up with my friends yesterday. Okay, past perfect continuous tense. Past perfect continuous tense is used to show action that occurred in the past and were completed at a specific time in the past as well. This tense is emphasized the duration of its occurrence. This tense is also used in reported speech. Like we can see, for a positive sentence, the formula is subject plus had plus been first verb in plus complement. For example, you had been crying for an hour. The next is simple future tense. Simple future tense is usually used to show an action or a situation in the future. The formula for positive sentence is subject plus will or be going to plus verb 1 plus complement. For example, I'm going to work hard for this company. For negative sentence, the formula is subject plus will not or be not going to first verb 1 plus complement. For interrogative, the formula is will plus subject plus verb 1 plus complement, or we can use be plus subject plus going to plus verb 1 plus complement. Future continuous tense. It is used to show an action or situation that will occur at a certain time in the future. Like you can see, for the positive sentence, the formula is subject plus will or be going to plus be plus verb in plus complement. For example, I will be studying English. For negative sentence, the formula is subject plus will not plus be not going to plus be plus verb in plus complement. For interrogative sentence, am, are, or is plus subject plus verb in plus complement. For example, interrogative sentence, are you going to be studying English? Next is future perfect tense. Future perfect tense is used to denote an action that will end in the future. For the formula, subject plus will have plus verb 3 plus complement. For example, I will have finished my homework by tomorrow. The next is future perfect continuous tense. This English formula is used to show action that will continue to occur in the future, and these tenses emphasize result. For example, for positive sentence, the formula is subject plus would plus have plus been plus verb in plus complement. For example, in 2020 years, she would have been working here for 2 years. Next, past future tense. It is used to show action that should have been done in the past but failed, or failed plans. For example, I would come to your party if you invited me. The formula is subject plus would or should plus verb 1 plus complement. Past future continuous tense. It is used to show an action that will be performed in the past and will last until a certain time in the past. These tenses emphasize the duration of the action. For positive sentence, the formula is subject plus would or should plus be plus verb in plus complement. For example, I would be studying if you had not disturbed me yesterday. Next is past future perfect tense. It is used to denote an action that will have been performed in the past but was not carried out, or failed plan. These tenses emphasize result. For example, I would have bought a new car if I had enough money. For the formula is subject plus would or should plus have plus verb 3 plus complement. Okay, the last types of the tenses is past future perfect continuous tense. This English formula is used to show action that will have been and are still being done in the past, but have not actually happened. These tenses emphasize both duration and outcome. For the formula is subject, would or should, plus have, plus been, plus verb in, plus complement. For example, she would have been waiting for me for 3 hours yesterday, but she had left by 9 p.m. I know to learn tenses is not easy, but I think it's not difficult when we want to learn with heart, and we are continue to use it in our everyday life. I hope we are always learn for the new things and can be mastered from tenses, and so we can be a good English speaker. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.